Now the starting pitcher in this one, Dylan Cease. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And an easy out to start the game. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Corey Seager in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Just missed. 1 out, bases empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the veteran second baseman, Marcus Semien. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Semien made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Athletics. And by the time 2021 came around, he won a Gold Glove with the Blue Jays. Swinging a foul straight back. Seager, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was off. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Adolis Garcia now at the plate. High fly ball out towards left field. Sheets going back. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul.
Trying to steal a first pitch strike with the breaking ball right there, but he was all over it in the box. Kind of sets up an interesting at bat the rest of the way. A little chess match here.
Ball. Come on, Padres.
That misses, and the count's even at 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
2-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Stays alive. Two outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
First and second, 2 outs. Stepping in, Alejandro Ozuna.
1-0.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
I got 1 ball,
2
1
outs.
strike.
Couple of base runners at first and second. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in San Diego, and on the mound in this one, Nathan Eovaldi.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets, the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Fernando Tatis Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Tatis waits. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one back there. And it's gone into the lower basket of the Western Meadow Building. It just got out of here. And the Padres take the lead. It's 1-0.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Jackson Merrill at the plate now. That's ball 1. And the 1-0. And right back to the mound. Handles, throws to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home run. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Gavin Sheets.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Ripped to short. Slings to first. Machado out of the play.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Luis Arias.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. On the ground, out to short. Seager. Inning over. A Fernando Tatis tater for San Diego. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting
Leading off the
started.
Texans,
Now the catcher for the Rangers,
number
Jonah
28,
Heim.
Jonah.
He's got
Heim.
pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Cease back to work. Just
Ball.
missed.
Ball one, no strike.
That one
That's ball
missed.
two.
Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
The pitch. That one's in there, and now 2-2. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Berger, in his third season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Edging his zone for a strike. 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Gone. And we're level. It's 1-1.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. That's great confidence in the power right there. Most hitters would try to hook that ball to the pull side and hit it out of the park. He stayed back, let it travel, and hit it hard the other way.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Billy McKinney, the next to hit. There's a strike at the knees. That one just misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Breaking
Two
ball
balls, 2
inside.
strikes.
2-2. That's a little bit low. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. So a man at first. Now the third baseman, Ezekiel Duran. Misses again, 5 in a row. The 1-0. And another ball. McKinney stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a base hit. The throw in into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get
Designated
something you
hitter,
can handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So the lineup flips over. So next to hit for Texas, Josh Smith. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tied up here in the early going. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. 2 down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Now it's Corey Seager. Walked his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Right through there for a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away here at the top of the second. So now 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Solo homer for the Rangers ties it. All even at 1 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Petco Park, bottom half of inning number 2. And here is Xander Bogaerts. And a first offering a fastball for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the number 1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too, and I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Breaking ball in there for a strike. One down, base is empty. Just off the inside edge. Just missed. That one misses. 3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Ground ball right side, it squirts through. And the Padres have a man aboard with one out.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And he'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
One gone, runner at first. Now here is Jose Iglesias. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. In the air, fairly deep to right field. He's there. He's got it. And there's two down.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Just missed. Just off the inside edge. Sheets leads off first with two down to the inning. That one fouled off, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. One hit, one left. We played two full. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the
Leading off with the
ballpark.
Rangers,
Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Now Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. He reached out a walk his first time. And ball one to the right fielder. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one off the mark. And that's ball two. And a foul ball.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
We got full count.
In the dirt. Runner at first with no outs here. caught him looking for the K.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Ozuna batting with one down, takes a strike.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And that one got a piece of him.
That ball hit him.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Jonah Heim digs in now. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
That's a ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Down the left field line, should be extra bases. Coming around third is Semien. He scores and they have the lead. Now the second run is in. It's 3-1.
Oh, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Now here is Jake Berger. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Ball one.
Squirts away a little bit.
1-1.
Action in the pen down there. Number 19 up and throwing. Number 66 warming up as well. One out and a runner at second. And there's a ball. The count 2-1. That's down and in. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one carrying into the bullpen and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, one away. Now the left fielder, Billy McKinney. And ball one.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
That misses. And a count 2-1. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park. between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And they'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. Here comes a 3-2. That one to first. Arise. Takes it to the bag. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Ezekiel Duran.
2 down, bases empty, and stepping in is the speedy Ezekiel Duran. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He was late there. Strike 1.
0-1.
2 outs, bases empty. And there's a foul ball. That one well upstairs.
2 strikes.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. Tapped softly on the ground. Bogarts whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rangers 5 and the Padres 1. And we're back. And here is Martin Maldonado.
The catcher, Martin Maldonado.
That's off the inside corner. And that's ball 1. And that one is inside.
2 balls, no strikes.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. It falls in, and that's a knock. And a good start to the inning. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Fernando Tatis Jr. the next up for the Padres. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Maldonado aboard here at first with nobody out.
Come on, Padres. You can do it, Friars.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Get another one.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Jackson Merrill at the plate now. His first career home run happened right here at Petco Park.
Yeah, and he got the silent treatment from his teammates in the dugout, which is such a baseball thing. You don't see it anywhere else. Nothing like running through the dugout, pretending to high-five teammates who won't even look at you.
That one ripped. Ranging back. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
You know, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
The designated hitter.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's 0 for 1.
Machado.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Not many hitters go up there looking for an 0-0 breaking ball, but a good way for the pitcher to get ahead in the count.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And Machado able to spoil that pitch. One and two here. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the air, right field. Garcia snags it, and that'll do it. One left for San Diego. They're down 5-1. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth,
Now
number
pitching
19.
for the Padres,
Still pretty early in the ball game,
Number
so this
19.
bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
leading off for
So the
Texas,
Rangers
the
batting order
designated hitter,
turns over,
Josh
and now it's the Rangers
Smith.
leadoff hitter, Josh Smith. 0 for 2 in this one. First
Back
pitch
outside.
just misses.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
And there's one away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop Corey
Seager stands in now. And that's
0-1.
downstairs and outside.
1-0. Nope.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4.
Hey.
Wow, just a
balls,
beautiful
2
backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That missed
3
by a
balls,
lot.
2 strikes.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Inside, and that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at
The
bat.
batter, number
Oh, you know
2,
this guy wants to
second
swing it,
baseman,
but he's showing some
Marcus
good patience in this
Semien.
one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Runner, yes, yes.
Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. That's towards center. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
So man aboard. Up next for the Rangers, Adolis Garcia. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Fastball is outside. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Seager off of first with 2 away.
Let's go, Padres. Let's go.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Rangers 5 and the Padres 1. Back here in San Diego, John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Luis Arias. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Padres
1-1, no
doing a
strike.
great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
In for a strike, and a count 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things
Now
can get
batting,
away from you
shortstop,
awfully quickly.
Xander Bogaerts.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 1.
Come on, let's keep it going.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Let's go, Padres.
That clips the corner.
Don't play situation
No
here.
ball,
He's been
2
working
strikes.
up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
The Padres down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Gavin Sheets
The left
will
fielder,
hit
number
next.
30, Gavin Sheets.
Let's go now. Base hit here. Come on, San Diego.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1-1.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. In the air, left side. Seager on the move. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that
Now
catch.
batting,
We all know
third baseman,
those can be a little tricky,
Jose
especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Ozuna settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. Padres leave one. They're down here 5-1. Back here at Petco Park. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Alejandro Ozuna. Up and in, and that's ball one.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim.
Jonah Heim.
Check swing. He held up. Ball one. And another ball. And that is out of play. Out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
The first baseman, number 21, Jake.
2 outs, base is empty.
Berger.
And now the first baseman, Jake Berger. That one hit to right. Tatis sizing this one up. Nabs it. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Rangers 5 and the Padres 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth measures 6 feet even, 185 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. That one's upstairs, ball one.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
In for a strike, and the count 1-2.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Way high. Fastball is outside. Ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Martin Maldonado up to hit.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a foul out of play. Outside low, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that's always the
Now
key
batting,
to
the right
effective
fielder,
pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to
Junior.
start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now the number 2
The
hitter,
center fielder,
Jackson
number
Merrill.
3, Jackson Merrill.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Two-0. That one
Nope, that's
missed.
the ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That
Now
keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Machado.
Now Machado up here. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Tatis, the lead runner at second. Merrill on at first with 2 down. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That one misses, and the count 1-2. Fly ball down the line. McKinney sizes this one up, and that will end the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Steven Colin.
Now pitching
He's
for
having
the
a ton of
Padres.
success facing left-handed
Number
hitters this
32.
season, so this seems like a
Defense.
smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Here's Billy
Leading
McKinney at
off
the
for the
plate.
Rangers, the left fielder, number 23, Billy McKinney.
Just missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ron Marinaccio up and loosening in the pen. Matsui, a left-hander, also throwing. Right through there for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Struck him out looking.
Up next for
So
the
up
Rangers,
next,
the third
Ezekiel
baseman,
Duran,
Ezekiel
1 for 2.
Duran.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Up the middle, gloves it on the dive, to his knee, the throw, on the money, nice play.
Look at the commitment to make the play down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next up for Texas, Josh Smith. And first offering is fouled off. And there's the strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Throws to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Luis Ariz stands in. Evaldi back to work. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. This one in the air. Seager hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Xander Bogart.
Here's Bogarts now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fought off foul. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Sheets in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And down on strikes he goes, and he's up to 7 strikeouts. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. And now the shortstop, Corey Seager. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Now 1-1. That one ripped right center field. Merrill going back on this one. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Now back, second baseman, Marcus.
Here's Marcus Semien. 1 for 3. That's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Up next for the Rangers,
Adolis Garcia
Adolis
stepping in for the Rangers.
Garcia.
Move to first. Simeon
safe.
back in. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Nice little battle of speed versus power right there. Great wheels on the base paths. Top tier arm behind the dish. Really good transfer from that glove to the throwing arm. Got it down there in a hurry. That's why he doesn't get tested very often.
Next pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And misses inside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fastball for a strike. 2-2 now. And Mlb is kept in check with the K. Rangers go down quickly there. They lead this one though 5-1. Bottom of the 7th. And the batter now, Jose Iglesias. Foul ball there.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Chris Martin, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Armstrong also getting ready. Misses off the plate. And a count 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one finds the zone. It's 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. McKinney on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The Rangers leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. That one pushed to the left and foul. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That one is hammered right field. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Padres, the catcher, Martin.
Here's the catcher, Martin Maldonado. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. And that's down and away.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Back here in San Diego, now it's going to be Alejandro Ozuna. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Adrian Morejon, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Swing and a ground ball. Fires to first on the run, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Man at first, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Jonah Heim. There's a strike. Ozuna gets his lead at first with nobody out. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, solid swing from start to end. On time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And here's the first baseman, Jake Berger. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And that's in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
First and second, no outs. And we're in the top of the 8th. Just missed. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Good job to fight that one off. No outs, runners at first and second. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Sit him down.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Sit him down.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Strike him out.
Roll to short, could be 2. On to second, they get 1. Over to first, but it's offline.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
So next to hit for Texas, Billy McKinney. And a foul ball. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
Come on, Bronx.
And look out, as that one ran in and got him.
Now batting, third baseman,
Ezekiel Duran stepping in for the Rangers. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Bases loaded, one away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Popped up right side. Infield fly called there.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter,
Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
On the corner at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Sheets on his way in and makes the grab, and that's the third out. Rangers threaten but leave them loaded. They're up 5-1.
Now pitching for
Back
Texas.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
55.
bottom of the 8th. Chris Martin.
And he's been really shutting down
Martin.
hitters from the right side of the plate this year.
Leading
Not a
off
lot of
for
hard
the
contact,
Padres,
not a lot of
the right
hits,
fielder,
period.
Fernando
And the batter
Tatis
will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Up the middle. Fires over to first. And they take care of Tatis for the out.
Really nice
Now
job to
batting,
get your
the
first
center
out of the ball
fielder,
game.
Jackson Merrill.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Martin measures 6 feet 8 inches, 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Ball one there. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Bullpen action for the Rangers. Jack Leiter preparing to come on if needed. Swing and a drive deep right field. Garcia ranging back on it, and it is gone. He nails one out to right, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-2.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
1 out, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado. That just misses. 1-0. That's inside.
That's
Martin
inside.
maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Oh, Ryan.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. The Padres get one back thanks to the solo home run. It's 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ron Marinaccio, ready to make
Now
his season
pitching for the
debut.
Padres, number 97, Ron Marinaccio.
Here's Corey Seager.
Leading off for Texas, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Late swing, foul to the left. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Just missed.
Outside.
That's to third. To first. And Semien is out.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Now a chance for Adolis Garcia. 0 for 3 in this one. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1
There it
count.
was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. It gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
2 down, nobody on.
Inside ball.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air out towards right center. Touches down. That's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Been a pretty rough game
Now
at the plate for him so far. A bunch of strikeouts, so that felt good, I'm sure. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
On the ground. Cronenworth throws on to first. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Rangers 5 and the Padres 2. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Luke Jackson.
Now
He has a
for
great
Texas,
slider with tons of movement.
number 77, Luke Jackson.
Now here's Xander
Leading
Bogaerts
up
now.
for the
3
Padres,
strikeouts
the
already. He's
shortstop,
0 for 3.
Xander Bogaerts.
Foul ball. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. right through there. Got him. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer.
The
I mean, you
left
get that
fielder,
punch
number
out,
30,
you get settled in.
Gavin.
You feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Sheets in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That's a ball.
And a curve is down and in. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. He's got a double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Jose Iglesias, the next up for the Padres. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. Check swing, called strike. That's down and in. A slider missed. Runner at second here, one gone.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Almost
3
got
balls,
him.
1 strike.
(3-1) and he couldn't come up with it. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
The batter, number 9.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the tying run at the plate, we're in the last half of the 9th inning. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The tying run at the plate.
Ball, that's outside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Martin Maldonado in the San Diego on deck circle. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Tying run at the plate. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Now batting.
Next is the catcher for the Padres, Martin Maldonado. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
And a slider misses down and away. So they're all loaded up. Two balls, no strikes, the count.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though
Now
you know
batting,
that, they
the right
still
fielder,
drive you
Fernando
absolutely crazy.
Tatis Jr.
Last chance for the Padres. And now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
First
Ball,
pitch
that's right.
misses. Just missed.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Just off the inside edge.
Bases loaded here. If he walks him, probably not the worst thing, because the alternative could be a grand slam.
There's a strike, 3-1.
Take it all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Down front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. Jackson is just one strike away. On the ground to third. On to first. Ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect.